guys, welcome to my channel Cooking Diaries. Today I'm going to show you how to make the best brownies you'll ever eat. This would become your go-to brownie recipe. And these brownies would be ready in no time. So let's get started. To make these brownies we would need 8 ounces of chocolate. I am using semi-sweet chocolate chips. You could use milk chocolate, dark chocolate or the chocolate bars, whatever you prefer. Here we have 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of espresso powder or coffee powder. This is some unsalted butter. Here I have 2.5 sticks, and in cups it is 1 and 1/4 cup of butter. And then we have 2 cups of regular white sugar, half a cup of brown sugar, and 6 eggs, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, half a cup of cocoa powder, some vanilla for flavoring, and some salt. For our first step, I am going to melt the butter. You could do this on the stove top. I'm just going to do this in a microwave. Just make sure that you melt the butter in like 20-second bursts. If you try to melt it for longer, the water and the butter would evaporate and it would all explode in the microwave. So just be careful of that. So I'm going to add my cocoa powder and espresso powder to the chocolate and add all of this butter to it. Now give it a minute. The chocolate would soften up and then we will mix it all into a nice ganache, smooth ganache. As you guys can see, we have a nice smooth ganache ready. Next, in a big bowl, I'm going to crack my 6 eggs. Next, I'm going to add a tablespoon of vanilla to it. Next, we're going to go ahead and add our both sugars, white sugar and brown sugar. I'm going to use my electric hand mixer. You could do it either with electric hand mixer or with a stand mixer, or you could just whip it up with your hand as well. But we are going to whip it for a few minutes until our eggs and sugar, they're all mixed well and become smooth, and it kind of becomes like a thick pancake batter. After beating it for like about 5 minutes, as you can see, our eggs have become pale in color and sugar is all mixed well. At this point, we will go ahead and add our ganache in and whip at the same time. Next, we are going to sift our dry ingredients into it. That is 1 cup of all-purpose flour and half a cup of cocoa powder. I'm also going to add a healthy teaspoon of salt to this. Now, using the spatula, just try to fold the flour and cocoa powder into the batter that we made. We incorporated a lot of air into that egg, so it is going to be fluffy and fudgy at the same time, but there are no baking powder or baking soda added to this batter, so it's not going to be like cakey. We want the brownies to be fudgy but not dense, so that's why we're just going to mix the flour with the spatula until they are combined. Our brownie batter is ready, guys. This looks so good. Just don't try not to eat and finish this batter. It's so good. Alright, I have a 9x13 cake pan that I sprayed with some cooking spray and put a parchment paper in. Make sure to have the parchment paper, guys, because the brownie batter is going to stick to the pan even after it's baked. So having the parchment paper would definitely help to get the brownies out easily. So I'm going to pour the batter in. By the way, I'm just going to make a basic brownies, guys, but if you want, you could add more chocolate chips to this, or toasted nuts, or M&Ms, pretzels, whatever you like to have or add to your brownies, you could do that. I'm just doing a basic brownie batter here. It is going to even out in the oven, but try to give it a head start by smoothing it out and evening it out a little bit. This is going to bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes. Then we are going to take it out and do some simple trick to get that beautiful crackle on top. Then continue baking for another 25 minutes. And I'll show it to you guys at a 20-minute mark. If you see it after 20 minutes, it has a nice beautiful shine on it, and at this point what we're going to do is just pick it up and slam a couple times on the countertop. so that would give this nice crackled top. Now we're going to put this back in the oven and let it bake at 350 for about 25 minutes. Alright, our brownie baked for exactly for 45 minutes in total. Now we're going to let it cool down for at least half an hour, and then we will cut it into pieces. Alright, my brownie has been cooling down for about 20-25 minutes now. As you can see, it deflated a little bit. When it came out of the oven, it was puffed, but it's synced in a little bit now. That's how it is going to be. Another thing I wanted to show, that we have this parchment paper. It's become so easy to take this out of this pan. See? As simple as that. Now let's give it a taste test, guys. These brownies are so good, guys. They are chocolatey, they are fudgy, that soft center in the middle. This is exactly how brownies should be. These brownies are exactly how I love them. Holidays are right around the corner. Make these brownies and enjoy it with your friends and loved ones. Make sure to let me know how you guys like these brownies in the comment section below. If you like them, give me a thumbs up and make sure to hit the subscribe button so that I will see you in another video. Until then, bye.